Howdy folks, I'm Brian.
I'm Amber.
And here's some Reddit. Our first letter is titled, Will I Be a Jerk If I Took the Kids and Left My Husband in Another Country? I'm a 29-year-old female, and I really dislike my father-in-law to the point where, after my first visit, I wouldn't even be in the same room with my husband, a 31-year-old male, when he was on the phone with him for more than 6 months after the fact. My husband is foreign, and we've always come to visit his parents separately to maximize the time for our kids, 3 and 1, to see their grandparents. I've always suffered being here because I have basically no autonomy. I'm not allowed to leave the house alone. I have to be submissive to his father, who is a religious zealot, and we come to visit together for the first time, and I thought for sure him being with me would grant me some protection, but I was wrong. I have an incurable disease, and my father-in-law believes that I am sick because of witchcraft, and if I believe in God hard enough, I'll be cured. He has arranged for a different group each day to visit and pray over me and exorcise the demons causing my illness. I have no choice but to participate in these, and they're not all bad. But last night, my father-in-law was lecturing me about how he's so good at religion and telling me of all the people that he's not in contact with anymore because they don't align with him 100%. When I pulled a muscle and I got a splitting migraine. I asked for some privacy and some peace laying down in a dark room to recover, but instead, my husband very literally dragged me into a brightly lit room with his parents to exorcise a demon causing me harm, where they all shouted at me and got into my face. That's how you solve migraines, folks. And flung holy water on me. I literally begged for them to stop shouting because it was making everything worse, and my husband shushed me. When all was said and done, I went to bed alone. Today, my husband asked why I was upset, and I asked him if he genuinely believed every malady was caused by witchcraft, and he said no, but he just wanted to help. Yeah, that's how you help. Shout at people. He won't apologize and keeps making excuses, including that I should have communicated better when I was in a state of pain. She literally is like, asking people, begging these people to stop. We have 3 days left of our visit, and I don't think I can make it that long. I feel traumatized, and I can't even be in the same room as my father-in-law. I've already begun looking into a way to get to the airport with the kids and leaving, but I know my husband would never allow it, so I'll have to do it in secret. I feel a little guilty because his parents only really see the kids 4 weeks a year, but I can't stay here and I don't trust my husband to take care of the kids if I'm gone. Will I be the jerk? All right, folks, what do you think, jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk, but talk to your embassy. Do whatever they say you have to do to get yourself and your kids home safely, and then divorce your husband.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a matter of you need to find out what's legal, because I know that there are some laws, and in the country that you're in, there might be laws that say you can't take the kids to another country without both parents consenting. And I think that, like Amber said, an embassy is probably the way to go here. And that's a really crummy situation for you, OP, because it means that you kind of have to deal with these people for longer. And I do agree also with Amber that divorce is probably the way to go. It sounds like you've been dealing with this for a long time, and it seems like this is kind of reaching a fevered pitch, so to speak, right? They're going to continue to try to exercise you, and that's not going to solve your migraines, right? This isn't caused by witchcraft. This is just caused by something being different inside your head, right? So there's not anything to be done about this. And yelling at you and hurting you even worse is not going to cure you, and it's going to continue to traumatize you, right? So I don't think that you're in the wrong here, but I do think that you're in a dangerous situation, and I think that suppose he's bragging about how he's cut off all of these people, right? What happens when you're next, right? What happens if they decide that you're irredeemable and that you're demon possessed or something like that? What lengths are they going to go to cure you or cut you off or any number of things? Are they going to kidnap the children because they think that you're an unfit parent because you're possessed by demons? Like, I don't like where this is going, OP, and I really do fear for your safety.
Well, and your husband has demonstrated that he does not back you up. He's just going to do whatever his parents say. And, like, you cannot be in this country again. You need to not go there, not be around these people.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So our scale here, I'm going to give OP a 0 out of 10. I wouldn't object to them leaving with the kids. The only thing that I object to here is their safety, and I think that this could get them into some legal trouble. As for the husband and the rest of the family, oh my goodness, definitely a 5 out of 5 jerk type of situation. Yelling at somebody while they have a migraine is pretty terrible in my opinion, right? I definitely don't think OP's the jerk in this situation. Anyhow, take care and good luck. And West Improvement 2449 says, not the jerk, you're in danger. You need to leave your husband. He could kill you due to medical neglect. But he sounds dangerous and so does his father. And C Kaleidoscope 551 says, not the jerk, does your husband even realize how crazy his dad is? Maybe you should have a conversation when you're both at home about how much you really want to be visiting him and for how long, and how much you want your kids to be exposed to his exorcisms. I would just buy a plane ticket back for you and your kids and just tell him that something came up. Come up with a natural excuse, like friends needed some help. You don't have to explain it to him in person, and I would recommend that you don't confront him because it might not be safe to do so. Edit, try contacting the airline to see if they can rearrange your flight. I mean, I still think the embassy is the better way to go here.
There are some countries where it's really, really legally tricky to extricate your kids if you're a woman. I mean, I watched the movie a while ago now, Not Without My Daughter, which is based on a true story of a woman. I think it was Iran. Her husband was Iranian, and basically he trapped her and the daughter in the country, and Opie had no right as her mother to get her out of there. You have to tread really carefully.
Yeah. All right, folks, our next letter is titled, Am I the Jerk for Thinking About What's Best for My Friend? Fake names and some backstory. I'm a 37-year-old female, and my best friend Dan, a 40-year-old male, are childhood best friends since our parents are best friends as well. We were expected to be together when we grew up, but that never happened. Fast forward to January last year, and Dan met this girl, Amy, a 30-year-old female, and he was instantly smitten with her. Since that moment that I met her, she rubbed me the wrong way, like something is off with her. For example, he's really a good-looking guy, almost like Ken, and she's kind of stumpy, but also girly and immature. He's a successful lawyer and comes from a very well-off family, but she works at a Dunkin' Donuts and doesn't want to work elsewhere because she loves her job and it's great for her mental health. She's from South America, nothing against immigrants, but she might want him for the wrong reasons. And she even has a kid. The worst part is she has everyone bewitched. His parents, his friends, every single soul in our circle. And you, OP, are the only one who can see her for her true person, right? The problem. In May, he proposed to her, and of course, she said yes. My suspicions began to corroborate when Dan bought a house and added her to the deed. Almost like what people who are planning on getting married would do. He got her a car for her birthday, and he's paying for the wedding. Last week, we were all in a wedding party brunch, since she asked me to be her bridesmaid. Anyways, in the middle of the meal, she got a call and she started lamenting because it was the fourth chapel that didn't have her dream date available for next year. It's a June wedding, mind you. Dan started to reassure her that he will find something lovely available for the date that she wanted, and he left to make some phone calls, and I took a chance to tell her that she should just go with whatever date was available, and if it was me marrying the man of my dreams, a date wouldn't stop me. She said that it was important to her because it was her late mother's birthday, and since she couldn't be here with her, she wanted to be honored somehow. A good reason, I must admit, but still. I repeated that if it was me marrying Dan, that I would marry as soon as possible. His brother was there and told me to drop it and change the subject. Around 20 minutes later, Dan came back announcing that he had found a lovely place near the river, and she just thanked him like a spoiled brat whose demand was given. I just couldn't stand how much he coddles her and the lengths that she makes him go for her. That night, I told him how I see that she was using him, making him act like a puppy. He used to work 80 hours a week. Now, if he comes to work before 9 a.m., it's a miracle, and he always leaves at 5. Oh no, she's turned his life-work balance into a healthy situation. Oh no! How she's harming his career, his money, and his relationship, and how I couldn't believe he has such a low self-esteem to settle with her, and that he could find so much more suitable for him, maybe like you, OP? He just looked me dead serious and told me that if I was ever going to repeat something like that again, that he will cut me off as fast as those words leave my mouth. Now I'm thinking that I'm the jerk for looking out for him. I'm only worried that she would play him, take him for everything, and destroy him. Alright, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
You're the jerk, and you sound classist and racist too.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of troubling bits in here. I think that OP, you sound like a very jealous, petty individual. I'm gonna have to give you like 4, maybe 5 on the jerk scale here. And I think that you're needing to take some time and reflect on your personal feelings, right? I think that you have a lot of complicated feelings. Maybe you feel like you should be with him and that you're being denied the opportunity to have your dream wedding. Or maybe you just feel like a protective sibling in this case and really just want to see what's best for him, but you have to allow him to make his own decisions, right? Why are you being so cynical about her? What has she ever done but be nice and sweet to you, right? I mean, I think that you are really being kind of a prejudice in this situation, and it really shows. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to say that you're the jerk in this situation. Having a special day to remember your mom on and whatnot doesn't really constitute as spoiling to me. Him buying a house to share their life together doesn't really constitute as spoiling to me. Mm-hmm. It just seems like they're trying to build their future.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that none of this seems unreasonable. It's not like, oh, well, she demanded that he buy her all the jewelry from the jewelry store.
Yeah.
And even though it drained his entire bank account.
Yeah. She told him to buy an entire farm of horses so that she could ride them all. Right. There's just not anything in here that sounds like overly bad. So I think that this seems perfectly reasonable. So anyhow, take care and good luck. Stranger on Reddit says, "This is a lot of words to say. I am a hateful and jealous of my best friend's fiance." And Tangelo Main 9661 says, "I don't need to read any more comments. You win. OP, you're the jerk for so many reasons in this post. She works at Dunkin'. She wants to get married on her mom's birthday. Stumpy and immature. He's working less. Seriously, self-reflection is important here. You are way out of bounds, and it sounds to me like the reason that it never happened is that he sees right through you." Alright folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I have some tea here. Amber has some tea there. And I didn't guess my tea correctly yet again. I don't even know how many days in a row this is. It's terrible, folks. It's terrible. I'm just going to go back to picking my own tea so that I don't have to guess. And Amber has a joke for us.
Why are wolves like playing cards?
Why are wolves like playing cards? Because they run in packs of 52.
Well, because they come in packs, so you're very close.
And I have licorice spice. Alright folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider giving it a like. And if you didn't, consider giving it a dislike. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.